Taylor and play Cruise for Cash today.
Welcome back, everyone. No matter what's happening with your finances, we can all do something to help animals.
Queen of the Jungle, Kelly Diedring Harris, is back, and she's brought some friends along. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, good morning. Aren't they gorgeous?
Tell us about who we're holding here.
Well, Dave is holding Mariah. This is a sulfur-crested cockatoo.
Isn't she beautiful?
And she comes from Australia. Cockatoos are from
look at the
Australia.
underside of her. I don't know if you can see the underside of her wing.
Isn't she gorgeous? And then you're holding Santana. And Santana is a military macaw from South America and Mexico.
Wow.
And they're actually my ambassador birds. Normally we talk all about the animals that I bring. But what I really want to talk about today is what you can do in your community to help animals. Most people love animals, right?
Yes. Sure.
I always say, if you don't like animals, I'm not sure I want to be your friend.
I agree.
So there are so many things that we can do. For example, believe it or not, both of these parrots live at the Suncoast Primate Sanctuary.
I've been there.
Isn't it neat?
It's a really great place.
And obviously they're not primates.
I was going to say, why primate?
Well, the Primate Sanctuary is dedicated to helping animals that need homes, whether it's a primate or a bird. They've got snakes, tortoises, and they've applied for a Pepsi grant. You've heard of those Pepsi grants,
yes.
right? They're giving out hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you can visit suncoastprimate.org, and it's just a simple click of a button to help animals in this situation. Now, in other situations, there are so many sanctuaries across the country that people don't know about. So if you're interested in helping animals or wildlife, or your children are, they think they might want to work with animals, you just Google your city, and you can Google your city plus sanctuary or wildlife center, and you can find an area where your children can volunteer, or you can even donate financially, or they can collect supplies. Like the Suncoast Primate Sanctuary collects produce from restaurants in the area to feed the animals.
Cheetah lives there, you know that.
Cheetah does.
You met Cheetah. I met Cheetah.
Yes, that's right. So there really are things that you can do. Now, zoos also. A good portion, if you go to your local zoo, a good portion of your entry fee, or say you buy a stuffed animal or you buy lunch at the zoo, sometimes we feel like it's expensive. But that usually goes towards a conservation fund. So when you're going to the zoo, consider it also a donation for helping animals across the country.
Talk to us about owning a bird like this. Is it legal, first of all, to have this type of bird?
It's a lifetime commitment.
You got it. You said it. It is legal. You want to make sure you do your homework and you know what you're doing. When you get a parrot, it's like raising a 3-year-old for the rest of your life, and they never age past 3, okay?
Right.
Now, I have a parrot, but I worked in a zoo for 5 years, so I know what it takes to care for a parrot. If you know and you have that commitment, just like with a dog or a cat or a hamster or a snake or whatever you get, you've got to commit to raising that animal so it doesn't end up at a sanctuary. Because believe it or not, in this economy, there are dozens of sanctuaries across the country that have had to close their doors.
Oh.
Well, that's too bad. And they really need a lot of daily attention. You can't just, it's not, you know, you can't leave them by themselves for a long time.
They're very social animals. Both of these parrots live in flocks of 50 to 100 animals. So if they're sitting by themselves all day, they'll start plucking their feathers, or they'll develop behavioral problems like screaming. And a cockatoo, one species of cockatoo is said to have the loudest call of any animal in the world.
I wanted everybody to
You
see.
can imagine having that in your home. You've got to give them that special attention, exactly like you mentioned.
Mariah's stretching her wings. How long
I'm
will
trying to get people to see
Mariah
underneath.
live?
Mariah will live about 65 to 75 years on average. I know.
And what about Santana here?
Same here. And actually, certain species of macaw have been known to live over 100.
Oh, so you're in for a while. That's a commitment.
And that's exactly right. So if you don't want to bring one into your home, you can volunteer someplace. Even like National Wildlife Federation, there's places like that where you can volunteer.
We do that every month.
Oh,
Yes,
wonderful.
and we get the magazine each month, and I just feel good about it, that's all.
Yeah, absolutely. There are things you can do, and it makes you feel good, and you are helping animals.
Kelly Diedring Harris, thank you very much. You can just leave Santana right here, and Mariah looks like she's made a friend.
Yes.
A boyfriend.
She's in love with you, Dave.
I like her.
Look at that.
I like her a lot.
More daytime to come, so don't fly away.
Daytime like